friend who was a classmate, a roommate of mine, by name Mr. Rajashekar. He's been never second in his life from Bangalore University, gold medal, has lost his limb, unfortunately, in 1995 in a road accident at Anantapur. He's a native of Anantapur. And he was survived by his only mother. So at that time, I just finished my project work, my final year, and after that, I started my career as a project trainee from BEL. But my parents forced me to come to my hometown. I left him and I've gone to my hometown. And suddenly, after hearing this, I just have gone to attend him. Then he was supposed to go to Jaipur for having an artificial limb. That was the day I learned that there was an artificial limb also, other than an artificial intelligence. So that day, I could not accompany him. He was traveling by his mother. Suddenly, in between, his mother has got down to get some water or something, and the train just started. He wanted to know whether his mother is aligned or not. As again came back, he just was looking from the train to see whether his mother has come or not. And the door, as you know, it was a very heavy door. It slammed him, and the story ends there. And his mother, after that, the postmortem of that was very, very painful to me. Whenever I used to just call her, his mother, "Auntie, how are you?" She used to just say one word, "Jagadeesh." The moment that day, if you would have come, I wouldn't have lost my son. And that used to pain me whenever I see a passenger or a borrower or a beggar on the road who has lost his limb. Normally, as every individual, I just used to check in my pocket a rupee or a 50 NP or less than that to just give a person who has lost a limb. On my journey in 2000 in Kanpur, I was attending one discourse by Swami Sukhbodhananda. I just have to go there. So on that way, I just saw a stranger who has lost his limb, just gone there to give him 100 rupees note. Just Swamiji just saw that and asked me, "Why did you do that?" Then I said, not this much of time I have not taken, but I just told him, "Sir, I had a friend of my name by name Rajshekar, and everything that I just have told you." And he said, Swamiji said, "It is not the money that you have to give him. 100 rupees will be there for a day or two. Why don't you think better than that?" Then the thought has risen from that, and after reaching home, I just thought what I could do. And it has given me a thought called as, why don't we do something for those people who have lost their limbs? Then from my village, I have sent one person by name Krishna, who has lost his limb, to Hyderabad for his artificial limbs. And I could see something brightness. When I have given a 100 rupees note, I didn't see any brightness, but I could see something that he could ask more than that. But when I have given him a limb, I could see something bright more than that. Then the idea of starting with no mission and vision, but to just start an artificial limb at my place. But again, there is a thought, who is going to do that? I'm an engineer, but not an engineer to that. So every time whenever I used to find somebody on the road, I used to just go there, request him, beg him, and force him to just go to give him an artificial limb. Some people used to stare me. Some people used to just laugh at me. But some, by my luck, they used to agree and come along with me to take the artificial limb. So in that journey, I met by name Mr. Guduri Nalinesh Babu. I think you could see there with a person legendary, APJ Abdul Kalam. He's a man of awards. He lived for awards. And It is a sad news. Now he is no more. And he is a person who has lost both limbs. One is an above limb and other one is the below knee. Both he doesn't have. And you don't believe he has even tried how to drive a bulldozer. You don't believe that. But I don't have the figures to photographs to show you. If not, I would have showed those also. And he is a person who has joined me along with in this journey from Hyderabad. He said, why don't we start a unit at Vizag? I said, I have everything, money, and I have the passion, but I don't have the technology. But I requested him, and he obliged. He said that he is ready to start that. And with that vision, we have started a unit called as Sri GURUDEVA Charitable Trust in my village called as Mangalapalam, that is in 2005. Since then, we have given, till today, the number that what we had given is more than 30,000. You don't believe. So I just want to say that whenever I just have to say that I have done this work for 30,000 beneficiaries, obviously, as everyone have done the same thing, I just have to pat at my back. But again, there is a person called as K.V. Chaudhary, sir. He is a Central Vigilance Commissioner now. At that time, he was a Commissioner for Income Tax, Principal Income Tax Commissioner at Visakhapatnam. He said, along with this, you have to give an appeal to each and everyone. It is not that the regard that what we have to do. Not only by giving these artificial limbs to them, there is something else that you have to do. And I just want to say that at the end of the story, and now I just want to show you the technology that what we use here. Normally this artificial limb is, the technology of artificial limbs have started in the 16th century, as you know. The first metal that what everybody thinks is iron. So the ships, warships, everybody, as necessity is the mother of invention. Most of the countries which have gone for a war used to go for this, and Germany was the first in that. It was the first player in this making of artificial limbs. In 16th century, the format of artificial limb. In 17th century, they were using some aluminum metals, and this is called a saddle stitch. They used to use the leather and some metals for that, and the wooden one in 18th century. And in 19th century, this was the format of an artificial limb. And when it has come to 20th century, as you know, and the 21st century, the bionics have come into this. And the bionic technology, where this bionic technology has come, this bionics has got an high-end technology. And the limbs that what I give is made of HDPE. It is called high-density polyethylene. You know, polyethylene, how it has come into this universe and what it has created. From the carry bags that what we carry and the satellites that what it is going into, the polyethylene has taken everywhere, it has taken its place. And using that HDPE pipe, we manufacture artificial limbs according to the sizes. It is all customized. It is person to person. As you know, the limb that what I have differs to each and every one. The limb that what I have will be different. It will be different to each and every individual. So we take the measurements according to that. Before that, I just want to show you one more thing. This person is Asia's second tallest man. He is a man of 6.18 inches called as Gattaya. He is from Karimnagar village, and he is from our Andhra Pradesh, earlier Andhra Pradesh. Now Telangana has lost his limb. And we have provided him an artificial limb, and the size of his foot is around 13.8 inches, which has gone into Limca Book of World Records, manufactured by Sri Nalinesh Babu Guduri, who was India's most artificial limb manufacturer, technician in India. And the next one is, I could show you some of the beneficiaries how it is. This is a girl who has lost both her limbs. Now I just want to show her how she is before the accident that what she had. She had an accident, and after that when she had come here to our unit, we had provided an artificial limb with a low cost and lightweight. And now I just want to show her how she walks on that without anybody. Her name is Ramyashri. She is from Suryapet Mandal, and she is studying LKG, lost her limb in 2016. In a lorry accident. And after seeing this, in about our unit at Vishakhapatnam. They've come all the way from 600, 700 kilometers from their village. And they have, after they're coming, we have manufactured artificial limbs for both of the limbs. You could see both. And now she just walks around, and she goes. Yeah, and she goes there. Just by herself, she goes. Mr. Sahid, Sheikh Arjun, his name is, aged 45 years. He was running. I just want to show all that. And afterwards, I just want to show for what we are doing all these things. And his name is Sheikh Arjunudu. And he has lost his limbs, both limbs he has lost. And we had provided him an artificial limb. It is called it as a working hand. It works. He can write. He can read. He can just carry things. He can drink water. He can do which he cannot do without a limb. He can do all the things except for other things. So as you know, why I'm saying all these things is we can live. But when we just think today in this auditorium, suddenly something happens. Thank you. Suddenly something happens, and if there is no power, what will happen? And when we are going on a road, suddenly if my mobile doesn't work, how panic we are. And we are going, there is a lot of traffic in the area. I do not know the area name here. Might be in CHARITABLE or Hyderabad or Secunderabad. There is a big traffic problem. How do you feel? When we have such small problems, our mind doesn't work for a while. Just imagine a person losing limbs. And this man is Mr. Achaya. And he has lost both limbs. He was a lorry driver. He was leading his life. He could manage his family by the way of employing as a driver. And both his limbs he has lost by accident, by train accident. And now he goes, and recently the trust has helped him to start a pawn shop at his place, and he manages, and and he earns for his life. The day he lost his life, he wanted to do a suicide. But God is great, and he has come to us, and the trust has helped him, not only by giving artificial limb, but now he could lead his life by his own. The confidence that you could just see in his eyes that he can do anything for his family. So, thank you. I just want to show you some more beneficiaries she's a Varalakshmi doing a 7th standard, and she has lost her limb up to here in an accident. And the third one, that is Yamini and others before. And this, I think you can see, this is not by accident. This is by birth. This is by birth. And they have been referred by the hospital there. And from at the age of 3 years, you could see that the limbs are different. Her legs are like this, and the knee, what it is, in a different shape. We had given them an artificial limb, and he can run, and he has gone for a marathon in Vishakhapatnam recently. And this man is Mr. Srinivas, who is doing again, he is living by his own, by driving a auto rickshaw, and other things. Other things when I just want to dwell upon is the technology, that how these artificial limbs are made. How these artificial limbs are made. It is not a big thing in this universe or in this today's 21st century. The technology has gone so far that artificial limbs have gone into, as we know, called as a blade runner. You might have heard about a blade runner, Pistoria, who's lost both limbs as Mr. Achaya. And he has gone for Para-Olympics, and he has gone for 400-meter hurdles, and he got gold medal in that. And he's been thrice, he has gone into the Olympics, and he has got gold medal. After this, I just want to show you the technology that what we use. As the technology I was talking about, we take the measurements. According to these measurements, we just make a POP mold. POP mold is made using this POP powder. And after this, using this POP mold, a HDPE pipe is being heated at 200 and 250 degrees centigrade. and high density polyethylene, ethylene that it is C2H4, how the bondage is, it becomes as slippery as it is, and it is been embossed on that POP, and that POP powder is just removed, and the final product of that, it has come as an artificial limb, how it is, and you could see the polio, a person who has been there is affected by polio, and the calipers there is also, you could see the lightweight calipers that what we give. And this is just that is what, it is a table that what it shows how many limbs that what we have given, and how many tricycles or blind sticks, whatever it is in a tabular form. And all this I just want to show you how these things are, and different things. This girl has gone for a para-Olympic, her name is Sindhu, and it is a different limb. When she has come to Hyderabad, many of the organizations have rejected and they say we cannot do, and she could limp and she could walk as in a limping manner. But when we have given her the limb, she has gone for a badminton and in a para-Olympics, and she has done it in Jaipur last year, and she has got a silver medal in that. And next, I just want to show you one person. Ours is the only thing that we even give. It is called a writing. This one limb, and that what it is called as a writing hand. Not only the working hand, we have a writing hand, because in that writing hand you could see the pen what it is, and it can be even used when we remove the pen and we put a spoon for that. It is useful to just even to eat also. For that, even this is the one which it is a different. This is a different hand where it has gone. It is not by any accident. It is just, it has gone by birth. He has lost. It has come like this. It is one of the polio. So for them we have given a limb. So this is called an eating hand. So he can just eat with this without anybody's, and he could wash his whatever it is. After going for a hand wash, he can go for a hand wash. When we give him a socks also for this, a polythene socks, he can use it for washing and other things. Thank you. So that is how the molds are made, and that is the confidence level that they have. And this is the team that what they are working for us, and is all the team. And at the last, I just want to say one more word. But now I could see all of you giving an applause for all this work. But there is an appeal from my side. Everybody are here. We are all human beings. Let us find, as Shri K.V. Chaudhary sir, the Central Vigilance Commission, has said, why don't we be more vigilant? Why these things are happening? Everybody, in each and every individual, we have a police in us. There is a policy. When I am hungry, I just have to drink. When I'm thirsty, I drink. When I'm hungry, I eat. When we go out, why can't we ride our bikes in a proper manner? Why we have to it is not that when we drive or when we have a social environment, or it is for the social cause that what we are doing this. It is not that I have come onto this TED platform to tell you that I am doing a great job. But I just want to appeal on this platform to each and every human being that why can't we be more vigilant when we go on to the roads? And not only our life it is being affected, but also it is the lives of many people it has affected when we go on a wrong side. So let us be more vigilant in our lives, be more vigilant in ourselves and in other lives. Thank you.